Good evening, everybody.
Good
I am
evening.
Toastmaster Eloisa, and whether you like it or not, I'm your sergeant at arms for today. Maybe all of you are surprised because normally I'm in my hiding mode. But today, because my mentor said that I have to give you energy for today, but me myself, I need power. I'm waiting for that power, that energy also to conquer my fear. So to start with, I want everyone to be reminded and also declared our Toastmaster mission. It is to empower individuals to become a more effective communicators and leaders. And to add with that, the club also has a mission to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Are we getting this support from everyone? Because me,
Yes,
I'm getting it especially to my mentor. Can I get thumbs up, 2 thumbs up for that one?
thank you so much.
So we have also rules. As per the practice of Toastmaster International, I request all the members to refrain from talking on 3 taboo topics like sex, religion, and politics. We request also all the members to keep your mobile phone switched off or keep it in silent mode during the meeting. Please remain in mute mode, but not forever. Just whenever you need to speak, you can unmute and speak. So that's it. Back to you, back to you, President TM Mahindran.
Please put a thundering applause to Toastmaster Eloisa for his first attempt. A really wonderful attempt, Toastmaster Eloisa. Keep it up and keep the energy within you to spread with us. Thank you. Before moving to the sessions today, I would like to call our secretary, the young Toastmaster of Fujairah Toastmasters Club. Very passionate and dedicated to her role. Is none other than Toastmaster Hussain Khan. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Hussain Khan to read out our first meeting minutes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Here are the minutes of meeting number 395. The meeting was held on 15th September. We had a total attendance of 23, and the presidential address was conducted at the beginning, and the president announced the successful conduction of the orientation program as well as the impromptu speaking educational session, both of which were conducted by DTM Surya. Next, he announced FTC's achievement of the Distinguished Toastmasters Club status as well as the Lead and Win Award. Next, he also announced the plan to conduct the 400th club meeting as a special meeting, and members were encouraged to volunteer. Finally, it was also announced that the mock debate contest would be held today, and the club debate contest would be on 6th October, and the guests were introduced. Moving on, we had the educational reel in which Toastmaster Kiran was the TMOD, and he led the theme of the meeting, First Step for a Healthy Life, which primarily revolved around exercise and its holistic benefits. Toastmaster Patavi introduced the word of the day, wondrous, which means to inspire a feeling of wonder or delight. We had a project speech by Toastmaster Samira, which was evaluated by Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN. The table topic session was conducted by DTM AR-UN, and it was in the form of turncoat debate and had 5 participants. We had a general evaluation by Toastmaster Kedar, and it was a comprehensive report of each and every role player and proceeding of the meeting. Subsequently, we had a special session in which 2 special things were held, which would be the new members induction ceremony, as well as the introduction to pathways orientation program conducted by DTM Sujit and DTM Pradeep respectively. Finally, the awardees were mentioned, and DTM Pradeep was the best role player, and Toastmaster Ramakrishnan was the best table topic speaker. And in order to consolidate and revive your memory, you can feel free to check out the full video summary created by our VPPR, Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN, right here, sorry. And in case you wish to follow us for any more updates, you can follow us on our social media here. And throughout the MOM, you would find various links incorporated to different parts of the meeting. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for a wonderful readout of the previous minutes of meeting. Any comments?
Inshallah.
Any comments? Thank you. With that, as a president, the power rests with me. I declare the meter. I call to order today's meeting 397. Coming to our business session, member recognition. We have two Toastmasters who recently complete their levels in pathways. Level 1 completed by Toastmaster Samira. Please give a thundering applause to Toastmaster Samira for his completion of level 1. And the other one is level 5 completed by Toastmaster Hari Pratap, our VP Education. So he is almost complete the entire path. Please give him a thundering applause to Toastmaster Hari Pratap. Coming to the upcoming sessions, we have, as I said in the last meeting, we are going to celebrate in our 400th meeting in a grand manner. We need a volunteers, and we are going to release a newsletter in the meeting. So we need articles from you people, and the target date is 2nd October. We don't have much time, so please cooperate with us to improve your skills, writing skills. Try. This is the only platform that you can try to view articles and then get benefit of it. So try from your end, give the articles to us. We will support you. We will guide you how to nourish the skills of writing skills. Definitely will do that. So we are going to have a committee for newsletter release. Run the show, a 400th meeting. We need a host, co-host, spotlight master. There are a lot of back screen roles which we need our support. I hope everyone give the support to us to run the show in a grand manner. In upcoming meeting, we have announced like the 6th October, we are going to have a debate contest for our club. Please be attend and please be participate in that meeting. Yeah. With that, so today's session, I'm going for today's session. Today's session is improvise. Is going to lead by a lady who always fly all the nook and corner of the UAE Toastmasters Club, and a well-known person by all the Toastmasters in District 105. I still remember the day when I entered the Toastmasters Club. She's the one who introduced me, who welcomed me as a Greek master with very warm smile and support. She is a DTAC speech contest in 2017. He always has the dream to be a healthier person. She wants to lose a lot of weight. She always told that, and I hope she is trying to do that. And there is no doubt she took the team today. She has a full energy and she has the skills of improvise. Is none other than Madam Toastmaster Maher. Please give him a thundering applause to to help me in the stage. Toastmaster Mahal, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the introduction. Welcome, everyone. Before I move forward with the theme and the start of our meeting, I would like to just note a few changes in our agenda. So please note that our word master is going to be Mr. Swaminathan instead of Mr. Pattabi. And the evaluator of TM Firdaus will be Mr. Sudhakar, and the evaluator of our second speaker, Mr. Ari, will be our guest, Ms. Rajeshwari from Kano Toastmasters. So these are the changes in our agenda for today. Next, I'll move on to the theme of the meeting and why I chose improvise as the theme. Now, when I first started Toastmasters, I was very conscious of what I'm saying. I would think a million times before I uttered a word. Sometimes I lost so many opportunities because I just kept thinking, should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I come forward? Should I not come forward? The fear of speaking was just too much for me. Even though Toastmasters helps with this a lot, another thing that really helped me was improvisation, or what's shortly known as improv. Improv is actually a branch of comedy theater. It is characterized as two people or more than two people coming on stage and improvising a scene where everything will be improvised. Everything is just done on the spot. Nothing is scripted, no words are written down, no memorization. Everything is just done on the spot. And how does this help us? As adults, a lot of times, because of the way we were raised, because of our experiences, what we went through as children and as adults, we hold ourselves back from speaking our mind. Sometimes what we want to say might be correct, it might be important, but we will still hold ourselves back because we fear what the other person are going to think of us, how we are going to sound. Exactly the opposite of children that don't have that inhibition. A child does not think when they speak, they just blurt out. Now, as adults, that I'm not encouraging that we blurt out everything, but certain exercises can help us in knowing when to speak and when to hold our peace. And these exercises are used in improvisation. It will help us to stay in the moment, to focus, to know when is the right time to speak, and to know when to remain silent. These are very helpful. And throughout the meeting today, I'll be giving you examples of these exercises that will help us become better speakers, that will help us think faster on our feet, that will help us to stay in the moment and stay focused. The first exercise is known as zip, zap, zop. Now this is very famous. It's also used by theater graduates, meaning people in theater, not just improvised theater, but also the regular theater that do dramas and plays. And many actors also use this technique. It's known zip, zap, zop. What this helps you is to stay in the moment, as in you will be thinking of just that moment. Your mind will not be wandering to other places. So we will be playing this game now. So the rules of the game basically is I will start with the zip, meaning I will say, Mr. Ari, zip. Then Ari will choose someone else on the screen. Let's say he will choose Hussein, he'll say Hussein, zap. Then Hussein chooses someone else on the screen and she says, let's say Mr. Sunir, zop. So it's zip, zap, zop. Zip, zap, zop. After the zop, Mr. Sunir gives it to someone else as a zip. So it's zip, zap, zop. What happens is sometimes when we're not concentrating, we will forget the sequence and we will zap instead of zip or zop instead of zap. So zip, zap, zop, this is what will help us focus, right? And the fun in this game is the faster you go, the more your attention span increases. When we go slowly, we tend to take our time, but the faster we go, that's when the real challenge happens. And that's when we know our mental abilities better. So we will start slow, and slowly I will increase the pace so that we can get into action, right? So let's start. Mr. Mahendran, zip. Okay. If I could ask all of you to please unmute. Let's all of us unmute. Okay. So Mr. Mahendran, zip.
Toastmaster Hussain, zap.
Toastmaster Patapi, zap.
Toastmaster Ramakrishnan, zip.
Toastmaster Swaminathan, zap.
Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN, zip.
No?
No. I need to follow the zap, right?
Zop.
It's zip, zap, zop.
Oh, zop. Okay. Okay.
No.
Toastmaster. Let me restart one more time.
Yes, start again.
Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN, zop.
Toastmaster RESMI, zip.
Toastmaster Elosa, sap.
Toastmaster Pridos, soap.
Toastmaster Pradeep, zip.
So what did you say? Okay. Toastmaster Ramakrishna, zop.
Toastmaster Patapi, zip.
Toastmaster Mahendran, zap.
BPM Harun, zop.
Okay.
Toastmaster RESMI, zip.
Toastmaster Arif, sap.
Toastmaster Rajeshwari, zoop.
Okay. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Whom did you give it to, Ms. Rajeshwari?
Toastmaster Hari.
Okay.
Back to you.
Hari Pratap.
Hari Pratap, okay.
Toastmaster Sunni, Jep.
Toastmaster Mahar, zop.
Toastmaster Rafiq, zip.
Toastmaster Ari, zip.
Toastmaster Shankar, zoop.
Faster.
Zip.
Toastmaster Hari, zap.
Toastmaster Mahed, Zah. Zip.
Zop.
Okay. So for the sake of time, we will park it here. Now, if you notice that some of us, we lost the sequence, and there are a few people on the screen that we missed, like Toastmaster Shoaib is also there. We missed him. We missed addressing him, possibly because he's muted, his video is muted. But when you are in a live session, it's very important for you to focus on all your members, because when you are on stage, it is important to bond with each and every member you are on stage with. Like with us here today, it is important when we speak, we're speaking to everyone and not just certain individuals in the group. And this is what this exercise helps. It helps bond all the individuals in a group together. So we will move forward with the first role player, and that is our word master and and our word master is Toastmaster Swaminathan. Toastmaster Swaminathan is a new member with us. Welcome, sir, to the club. If you could please introduce yourself. I unfortunately do not have an introduction ready. If you could please introduce yourself and introduce your role as well.
Thank you so much. My name is Swaminathan. I've been attending the 5th or 6th session of Toastmaster in this club now. So most of the people are aware about me, and I'm going to take up the role of word master today. And I would like to request the administrator to provide me the screen share option for me to share my screen so that I can present the word which I'm going to present it today. And the word is all about, as we all know, that we are here to learn, excel and exceed in our career and in our professional environment. So I'm going to take up one word today, which I believe that at least few of you would not be aware of about this word. It's something, a new word which I wanted to present it to the larger group now. And I'm going to take up the challenge to myself in terms of counting number of times this word is going to be used by all the people over here. This is something which I always have a fear of missing, but I'm going to take up this role now. So can I share my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
I think, yes, I can share my screen, and just trying to find out the document where I kept it. Right, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Right, the word of the day today is ambidextrous. So you can just read down this. Let me just zoom it a little bigger for us to have a better visibility of this on the screen. So it is actually ambidextrous. So that's the way this has been pronounced. And the adjective of the word is marked by deliberate deceptiveness, especially by pretending one set of feeling and acting under the influence of another. An example which we can talk about is an ambidextrous surgeon. The noun is ambidexterity and ambidextrousness. Adverb is ambidextrously. You can also go to the synonym which I have provided over here, which is deceitful, double-dealing, double-faced, double-tongued. Antonyms is obviously the left-handed and the right-handed. I can just also give you one example of a person who is an ambidextrous, is one of a cricketer from Australian called Colin Miller, who can able to do the same activity in both of his hands. So he's basically a bowler who can able to bowl on his right hand, as well as immediately he can shift his right hand to his left hand and he can bowl from the left hand as well. So generally a person who has a skill of performing the same act in both the hands are majorly called as ambidextrous. I would just leave it to this group of people to form a couple of sentences on this word, and we can move forward and then see how many words have been used, how many times this word has been used by the prestigious team over here for the whole day today. I'll make a count of it, and then I will present my count by end of the session.
RESMI, I have something to say. This ambidextrous, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, ambidextrous, I think here is having a negative connotation, but I feel ambidextrous is you having the ability to use both hands very well.
Yes.
So, but here it says deliberate deceptiveness. So that was something which I was not sure about.
Okay, so this is, it's basically a deceptiveness, because if I can do it in a right hand, if I see the same thing in the mirror, it will reflect it as if I'm doing it on the left hand, right? So that is how it has been showing it as a deceptiveness. Ideally, that's the way this has been presented. But obviously what you're talking is right. This is precisely that if I can do whatever the action I can do it on the right hand, I can do the same thing on the left hand. That's basically, if you're looking at it from the other side, it looks like a deceptiveness. That's how it has been written as such.
All right, thank you so much.
And I'm just letting the group to, at least I would like to hear one or two people to present, use this word and present a sentence. That would be great.
I'll go. During the boxing championship, it was the ambidexterity of the boxer that led him to deceive the opponent and win the medal.
That was great. Anyone else want to try?
Ambidextrous painters are renowned for their special skills.
Great. Is it ARIVAZHAGAN?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still yet to connect the name with the face, so I would request people to please tell your name while telling, so that I can make a note of the count. DTM Harun sir, would you like to try?
I think Patabi want to try. Patabi was telling something. Right?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Normally, there is a belief that ambidextrous people are very successful.
Interesting.
Harun sir, DTM Harun sir.
In a competition, eating food with both the hands, I have to win the competition because I was ambidextrous. That's why I could finish the food very fast. Is it?
Oh my God. That was amazing. Seriously. You mixed that a pinch of humor on that. It's really fantastic.
Okay, Swamiji, sorry to interrupt. I think the timer rule, it was not introduced even then.
I don't know.
Now we are exceeding time. For the benefit of everyone, we need to catch up on the agenda.
Thank you, sir. I'm done.
Thank you. Over to you, Team Modi.
Okay, and that's my cue. Timer, please introduce yourself and your role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests and distinguished Toastmasters. Even though it is late, because today I am taking up the timer role. My role is to control on the timing and make a note of how the timing is being, disciplined by the individuals. So for the benefit of everyone, for the time, so we have started the meeting a little late. Also, because it was not introduced, I could not show my background because people will not understand. Nevertheless, we will catch up the timing with, I think the TMOD is capable enough to control the timing for the rest of the session. With that hope, I will quickly go through. Today there is no table topic exercise, so instead of that there will be a debate contest. The timing for the debate contest shall be announced by DTM Pradeep ji. For the project speech, normally there is a 5 to 7 minutes length. So for the project speaker, you can pin me the timer. So to 5 minutes, I will show the green background. At 6 minutes, you will see the yellow background. And 7 minutes, it will show the red background. So that means you need to stop. So even though you have the grace period of 30 seconds, I would request each one of you to follow a strict guideline on the timing so that we can catch up the meeting in the rest of the session. Thank you, and overall, good luck for all of you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Mr. Patabi. Thank you. And next, I'd like to introduce our grammarian, and that is also a reinstated member. She's been a member of the club many years back, and now she's back. She is a home engineer, I would call her, because she's a homemaker who is of an engineering background. She's been in Fujairah for 10 years, and our grammarian today is Toastmaster Rashmi Nair. Please welcome Toastmaster Rashmi.
Thank you, team, Madam.
Your role.
Yes. Thank you, Madam TMOD. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My role is today, it is ambidextrous, we can say. So today I will do the role as an accounter and a grammarian. My role as the accounter is to count the unnecessary sounds or repetitive words you may use when you are speaking on the stage. I will be observing and taking note of the words such as a, ya, and the repetitive use of the words such as and, so, like. These are the filler words that may affect the effectiveness of your speech. And Also, I will observe there is any grammatical error in between your speeches. Also, I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, Madam Tia Modi.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Thank you. With this, we come to the first part of our meeting, and that is the prepared speeches. Our first speaker for this evening is Toastmaster Firdaus. Toastmaster Firdaus has been a member of the club for, I think, approximately a year now. She is a doctor by profession, and today she will be presenting her P2 from level 2, speech titled Understand Before You Communicate. To evaluate Toastmaster Firdaus, we have Toastmaster Sudhakar. Sir, if you could please read out the objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahar. A warm good evening to all, and a special good evening to my evaluatee, Toastmaster Firdaus. Toastmaster Firdaus, the purpose of your project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The second purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. All the best, Toastmaster Firdaus.
Thank you very much, TMOD. I really like your unique style of zip zap zap. And hello to my evaluator. Okay, let's begin. So words are one of the most important forces in this world. We can use words to revive a depressed person by giving inspirational talk. And on the other hand, we can abuse somebody that can have deleterious physical and mental effects. Words, they say, can help and heal, but they can also hurt and kill. Good evening to all Toastmasters and their guests, and a special good evening to my evaluator. Communication is understanding and transfer of meaning through words. Effective communication is perhaps one of the most important life skills. Now, how many of you know your communication style? Raise your hands. You can be ambidextrous. Okay, a few of them know. All right, so thanks to Toastmaster International, I learned that there are 4 fundamental communication styles. Basically, these are ways which we communicate with each other, and they are direct, initiating, analytic, and supportive. Now, to help you understand these styles better, let me share with you a short story. I'm going to ask questions, so listen carefully. Long ago, there was a monster who was terrorizing a small village. The villagers were very scared and sad. There was one brave and courageous man who was ready to fight the monster, and they called him a hero. So the hero went to fight the monster, but he was defeated. So he came back to the village, and then the villagers came up with a plan. Every day, the hero trained himself to become a better fighter. There was a team in the village who helped him to make a longer, sharper sword and a tougher and lighter armor. Hero listened every evening to inspirational stories from other brave men. Exactly after 3 months, he was ready to fight the monster, and he was victorious. The village celebrated, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Now, how many of you were drawn to the goal of the hero, that he wanted to fight the monster and he worked hard for it, and at the end he was victorious? Please raise your hand. How many of you like the fact that he had a goal? None of you? Okay, but there are people who concentrate basically on that. And these kind of people are direct communicators. And direct style of communicators are basically people who want to take charge and they want to have solutions. Now, how many of you were thinking about the different ways that he could fight the monster, and you also wanted the team that helped him should also get the credit and praise? Okay, so I want you to know that your style of communication is initiating, and initiating type of communicators are people with ideas and they want to take action. Now, who among you had this idea that, you were impressed by the fact that he had a plan in place? He worked hard every day, and exactly after 3 months, he went to fight the monster. Okay, so your style of communication is analytic, and analytic type of communicators are the people who are interested in facts, figures, data, and they prefer logic and reason. And lastly, if you like the fact that the villagers were saved and they lived happily ever after, then your communication style is supportive. And supportive style of people are harmonizers. They give high priority to relationships and are considerate. So I hope with this short story, I could explain to you the 4 different types of communication styles. We all can identify not only with one, but we also have a different, traits of all the categories. I took this assessment on this Toastmaster website, and it suggested that I have predominantly have a supportive style of communication. And this supportive style of communication, when I reflect on my career, I have used it on my patients. My interaction is mainly based to build trust and also to be the best caregiver. And also, whenever they have come up with concerns, I want to give them better outcomes. But I feel that I have influence from the direct style of communication. And that is, I tend to be very straightforward. I don't like beating around the bush. And some people can perceive that as being blunt and unceremonious. So you see, learning these different communication styles helps us to adapt to different people with different communication styles. No one communication is inherently better than the other communication style, but picking the wrong style of communication with an audience, maybe one or any other, can shut down their listening about what you want to communicate. So I hope with this speech, you can self-understand about your communication style so that you can make your interactions effective and pleasant. Good communication is, after all, a bridge between confusion and clarity. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Firdaus, for that wonderful speech. It was truly enlightening in terms of communication skills and finding your own personalized communication style. Next, we'll move on to our second speaker for this evening, and that is Toastmaster Ari. Toastmaster Ari is performing his 3rd speech in level 3, titled Me and My Costly Mistakes. Toastmaster Ari is the club VPPR. He's been a member for approximately 1.5 years now. Sir, I would like to ask your evaluator, Ms. Rajeshwari, if you could please read out his objectives.
Yeah, good evening, Fujairah Toastmaster Club members. Leadership Development, Project 3, second elective. Know your sense of humor. The purpose of the project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Timer, please note, 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
Thank you. Toastmaster Ari, the camera is yours.
Why he is like this? Why always he is disturbing me? I am coming from office from the long tired day, but he is irritating me like anything, annoying me like anything. Take him away from me, I want to have a please sleep. This is the word I used to get on an everyday basis from my father, not only me, the entire community nearer by. Good evening, Toastmasters and our distinguished guests. My father regularly used to say a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. whenever you see a darkness, you can see the stars clearly. But whenever I see the darkness, that too in my backyard, I used to see a lot of things which disturbs me, like anything, lizards, frogs, flying insects. Not only that, I hear so many different sounds which annoy me also. Why the backyard dark side, nighttime I am going? Because of my mother's favorite dish, moong dal sambar. Whenever she make that moong dal sambar, I don't know how many people experience that. It comes naturally with some symphony in my heart, in my stomach. Whenever that symphony starts, then I need to execute. That happens after half an hour or 1 hour when we are in the bed. That is the reason my father used to get annoyed like anything. And why backyard? I don't know how many people experience that. Maybe someone can show their hands if they have the same experience, because in my part of the place at 1980s, not that much old, the backyard is the place where used to be have the toilet or washroom. Why away from the home? Because something goes terribly wrong there, the home is safe. That is the main thinking. Maybe that time they kept in their mind. So we used to keep it outside. Then I used to wake up my mom, I need to finish my symphonies there. Then she will get irritated, but anyway, she come and open the door, because that time a heavy door and I'm not at the age of opening the big iron latches. But still I need to go alone because it's my personal thing. She will not come, she will go to the bed again. So I go there. And to my surprise, it's not a surprise, it became a regular activity. Cockroaches will be there, frogs will be there, flying insects will be there in the washroom, with the lizards also. The main thing is I need to wear a towel, because I change my night wear, I wear the towel and then go. Because why I am not going with a trouser, without the trouser and with the towel? Because I can roll it when I am executing my things, because I don't want to hang my trouser there in the wall. The lizard will be there. The lizard may fall into the trouser and then I will be in trouble after wearing that. That is my thinking. So I used to keep a towel with me and then go inside there. But I cannot tell those lizards that it's my personal room. Why you are coming and disturbing and want to share with me? Please get away. And I tried telling also, they are not going away. And another thing, at later stage, my brother also came up to an age that he want to also go alone. So what he used to do, my mother used to send both of us, okay, you go, finish and come back. I'll be waiting for him, supporting him outside and telling, I am here, don't worry, you carry on with your activity. But when I do my duty, he will not be there. He will run away inside. So I was under the impression that he is there. So I am calmly executing my whatever I need to do, but finally he will not be there. So that is also some of the experience which make me worried about the darkness. Whenever I see darkness and hear those flying insect sound, that still I feel the symphony. Finally, we talk to our parents and grandparents and make them convince and put up a toilet very close to the home. So that's how the darkness fear has gone nowadays. The other thing, when I was the age of 13, around 12, 13, we used to get the mustache. When we get the mustache, we feel that I am a boy. Now I am I'm the king of the home. So we used to wear lungi. I don't know how many people remember this lungi. So, but very shy to wear this lungi at the daytime. Because whenever it fell, we don't know. That is the case. But nighttime we used to wear this and roam around with the friends and outside chatting, all happen. I want to ride my bicycle with this lungi. So I decided to use the nearer background. At the late night, everyone went home, my friends are, no one is there. So I decided to try myself. I wear the lungi. I went there. I was riding nicely. But to my bad luck or good luck, my lungi got entangled with the chain wheel. I fell down and it was half removed. The condition is getting worse there. But the other part is my classmate, my junior girl, seen me in that worst condition. Then she called her brother and tried to help me. The brother came, he's a senior to me. He came and helped me, but he given a nice slap. You don't have time to play this kind of games at this time. Please get inside, he told. Somehow came inside. So each and every time, whenever there is a nightness or darkness, and when I be in the home, when I see those kind of experience within myself, when I visualize those kind of things, it really gives a good heart pumping moment. And so far, till date, I never ridden my bicycle or bike or even car with this lungi. And whenever I see that junior girl also still she's there with her son going to college, I feel the same shyness within me that, okay, still she remembers. So that is the part of life, but it goes on. So my point is, don't worry, don't fear of making a mistake. Make a mistake, it will be a costly in kind of different things also, but let the mistakes be there, and which only keeps the life going and keep rejuvenating us. Over to you, TMOD of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ari, for that humorous speech. And that's truly also something that you learn in improv. Make mistakes, like you said, because there is no such thing as a mistake. Everything is really a chance for you to learn. There are no mistakes in life. With this, I now come to the second part of our meeting, and that is the debate. Now, because of the time, I will be playing just a very short game to tell you about improv. This will be very short. I will choose someone from the audience. I would have loved to choose, you know, many of you, but unfortunately I can only choose one. So Mr. Sunir, could you please switch on your mic? Right. So this game in improv is known as association, meaning that it helps your mind to think fast, where you don't stop yourself to think of the correct answer, because whatever answer you give, it will be taken as the right answer. In this game, I will be showing you items, and I want you to say the first thing that comes into your mind in association with this item. It doesn't have to be, like if I show you a pencil, you can say any other word in the world except pencil. You understood? If I show you a book, you call it anything. You call it car, you call it rocket ship, anything but book. You don't think, you just blurt out the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yes.
So, and I hope you are quick, because otherwise Toastmaster Patabi will be showing us his red signal. So Mr. Sunir, 1, 2, 3, go.
My teacher, my friend, my teacher, my daughter, pencil, ice cream. I know I cannot. It's not clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, my former driver.
Okay.
Tyler. ACC exam. Calculator, correct? No more. No, what is that? I cannot recognize that.
You want to
say anything? Say anything.
My wife.
Okay.
Knife, no?
Fantastic.
No, because of this background.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Very sorry. So next time, just say anything. Even if you don't see it, just blurt out whatever that comes to your mind. And that is the purpose of the game, is to keep your mind working, to not stop yourself, to not censor yourself. Be a child and let your imagination run wild and say whatever comes to mind. Next, we'll move on to the second part of our meeting, and that is the mock debate contest. Oh, sorry, I'm very sorry. I don't know why I keep forgetting the timer. Toastmaster Patabi, sir, please give us please give us your report and some more time also.
Even though we have started a little late, I think 6 minutes late so far, but we are catching up. I think she managed to reduce the timing by 2 minutes. So, but with respect to the project speaker, TM Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus, she took 6 minutes and 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Arif took 6 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's the report so far. We are lagging behind 5 minutes. So hope we can catch up in the coming session.
At what time we started the meeting? What time we started the meeting?
We have started the meeting 7:04.
Okay.
Okay, over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, Timer. Thank you for keeping us on time. It just proves that we can have fun, but we can also respect the time and respect everyone's presence here and respect their time. Next, we'll move on to the mock debate contest. And to introduce the contest and introduce the contestants, we have our immediate past president, DTM Pradeep Kumar. DTM Pradeep Kumar is one of those personalities that he's very special because to me, he is, what's the word? So, like very wise, I would say. He's someone you can go to for any advice you may need. He's a very proactive member, someone that loves to do things and someone that does not wait for recognition. Please welcome DTM Pradeep, our debate moderator. Welcome, sir.
Hello,
thank you.
Yes.
Best project speaker voting.
Oh, sir. Is it in the chat?
Yes, just in case we will launch a poll for 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
Please vote. We have still 8 more people to vote. Yeah.
I think we can parallelly continue with the meeting.
Yes.
Yes. Over to you, Mr. Pradeep, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Mahan. Still, Toastmaster Arif's speech only is there in my mind. Before going into our debate contest, do you need the debate topic? Should we wear lungi daytime or night time? This is just for fun I am sharing. Since today, I just wanted to tell that today we are going to conduct a mock debate contest. Mock debate contest is just to understand the rules of the debate contest in Toastmaster International. Why Toastmaster Mahendran, our president, wanted to conduct the mock debate contest? Because the rules of the debate contest in Toastmasters are little different. And there is a small strategy behind in this debate contest. I would like to share, I have made a small presentation to understand the debate contest. I would like to explain the rules in the debate contest now. After that, we will conduct a mock debate session. So I am sharing the presentation now. Everyone able to see my screen? Oh,
yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now we will see the key basic rules of the debate contest. Each team consists of 3 members. Any member in good standing can participate. There will be 3 rounds for preliminary, semi-finals and finals. This will be depends upon the number of teams. This will be for the final debate contest, not at the club level. This when you reach to the area level or division level, this will be applicable. One team member from the club competing ICDC. ICDC means inter-club debate contest. Who are all the team selected in the club level, they will participate in inter-level club debate contest. Inter-club debate contest. There is no restriction on the originality. Like club contest, project speeches, the originality is the main key factor. But in the debate contest, there is no need of originality. You can write down the notes and use it during the contest. What is the strategy they are going to do it? You need to prepare yourself within the given time. Generally, they will give 4 to 5 days before the topic. You will have enough time for the first round. After that, you will have some 10 minutes time in the subsequent rounds, preparation time. So, how this speech roles has been divided in debate contest. For example, if you take a team A and team B, 3 speakers will be there. Speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3. The team B also, the 3 speakers will be there. The 3 speakers, you have to, you yourself have to nominate who will come as speaker 1, who will come as speaker 2, and who will be the speaker 3. Speaker 1 will build the case. Speaker 2 will rebuttal the case. Speaker 3 will summarize the case. Both the teams will speak on the same topic. One team will speak for the topic and another team will speak on against the topic. So speaker 1 in the during the building the case, he has to state the team's position on the subject. He or she has to identify the main elements of the speech, main elements of the topic. The speaker 1 has to give main arguments with reasons. For the benefit, you restrict your arguments up to 4 to 5 key points. Restate your team's position on the subject. The rebuttal speaker has to challenge opponent's points of view logically, prove flaws or weaknesses in opponent's arguments. He has to maintain the logic, well expressed and passionate attack. Use humor without personal insult. Especially this point is very important. Don't bring any new points. The rebuttal speaker has to come up with the examples on the argument points given by the speaker 1. So speaker 2 should not come with the new arguments. He can give the examples on the arguments built by the speaker 1. This is very important point. If you try to bring a new point, then and there itself, you are failed in the club contest. You will lose the marks in that. And the final speaker, summarization. In the summarization also, the third speaker has to summarize the points given by speaker 1 and speaker 2. He or she should not bring the new arguments again. And his role is to just summarize whatever they said by speaker 1 and speaker 2. These are the 3 speakers' roles. Coming to the speech sequence, how the contest will be conducted. There will be draw lots will be there for and against. First, the team A's speaker 1 will build the case. The team B speaker 1 will come and he will build the case. And from the team B itself, speaker 2 will come and he will rebuttal the case. And from team A, speaker 2 will come and he rebuttal the speaker 1's build case. And from team B, speaker 3 will come and summarize the speech. And team A, speaker 3 will summarize the speech. Does anyone has the doubts here? You can unmute and ask at this point.
Actually, what is the logic built in this structure?
This is the structure has been given by the TMI. Actually, the speaker 1 will build the case. Speaker 2 also come up and he will build the case. For example, team A is speaking for the speech. Team B will speak against the speech. Okay. For against the speech, the speaker 2 will come up and give some more examples and he will put a strong rebuttal for the speaker 1's arguments. And based on speaker 2 rebuttal, team A speaker 2 will come up and he will rebuttal the speaker 2's in team B speaker 2 rebuttal. Then speaker 3 from the team B will come up and summarize this one, and team A speaker 3 will come up and he will summarize speaker 1 and 2.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Sir, Mr. Pradeep, if I may add.
Yes, sure.
Yes. So the reason it's not A, B, A, B, A, B, it's because you need to give time to the rebuttal and the closing speakers to prepare. If it was A, like seeing as now it's A, B, then B, A, then B, A again. So if it was A, B, A, B, A, B, the rebuttal speaker would not have time to prepare. He will have to immediately come on stage after his opening speaker finishes. So this is the sequences so that they can have time to prepare their rebuttal.
I believe that's the state even now. If you look at time B, the speaker 1 built the case and immediately the team B of speaker 2 should rebuttal now. So obviously the team B speaker 2 will not have time for him to rebuttal the case. That was my main question when I asked this.
No, he has time because his speaker will be opening. So he has time to rebuttal the opposing speaker. He is not rebutting his own team, he's rebutting the opposing speaker.
Got it.
Yeah. So when his speaker is speaking, he's preparing for what the other speaker said.
Got it.
Yeah.
And the timing rules, coming to that, speaker 1 will have the 3 minutes, and speaker 2 also will have 3 minutes, and speaker 3 will have 2 minutes time. The green light will be for the speaker 1 at 2 minutes, yellow will be 2 minutes 30 seconds, at 3 minutes it will be red. When it comes to the speaker, same timing for the speaker 2 also, and when it comes to the speaker 3, he will have only 2 minutes time, 1 minute green light, and 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow light will be there, and 2 minutes red light will be there. There will be a grace period of 10 seconds. Timer will clap after the grace time. Timer should not clap during the speech. Once the timer is start clapping, he has to stop it, his arguments, and hand over to the next speaker. And coming to the judging criteria. The judging criteria has been divided into 70 to 30%. 70% depends on the content what you spoke, and 30% will be on the delivery. The debate content 70% has been again divided into 3 parts. Debate content, value to audience, effectiveness. How you are structuring, organizing and supporting material will get 30 points, and how the logic convention ideas you built it, that will get 20 points, and how the team is coordinating opening remarks, rebuttal and conclusion. The coordination also will get a 20 points. When it comes to the content judging, the voice clarity, volume, pitch, all these things will get 10 points. How you are, the mannerism, how you are enthusiasm and directness, all these things will get it 10 points. And how you are using the grammar, pronunciation and word selection, this will get 10 points. So if your content, all these things are good, then you will get 70 points directly. The remaining 30 points you will get it, depends on the way which you deliver the speech. The debate contest process and preliminary round will be pairs through draw plots. Assign the debate topic through the draw plots with teams given 3 to 5 days to prepare. Draw plots for which team speaks per and against. Team themselves to nominate speaking order of their speaking members. This is a small notes only. Use soft words, no hard arguments. No any new points by the rebuttal and the closing speaker, that is very important. Use humor wherever is possible and whenever it is apt. You are lost if you start hurting the opponent, that means you have nothing in an RNSL. Good team chemistry is required. Never use unparliamentary languages. Thank you all. This is the basic presentation which I prepared for the club debate contest. The same rules will be applicable for ICDC and ICDC contest also, inter-club debate contest. Toastmaster Haripratha,
Yes.
did you divide the teams? Just we will conduct a small mock session.
Yes, I divided. I already sent message also. I will.
Okay. The what you sent me, that is the message?
Yes, yes, that's only.
Okay, may I read out or will you read out?
Yes, yes, you can read out.
Okay. The team A consists of 4 speakers today, but only 3 has to speak among them. Toastmaster Kusain Khan, Toastmaster Sunir, Toastmaster Swaminathan, and Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN. Team B consists of Toastmaster RESMI, Toastmaster Ramkrishnan, Toastmaster Rafiq, Toastmaster Sudhakar, and Toastmaster Shankar. I think Toastmaster Hari will create the breakout rooms. We will give the topic now. I will give the topic now. You will have 5 minutes time to prepare the topic and we will come back. Then we will conduct the mock debate session. Okay, Toastmaster Hari?
Yes, host only can create.
Host is Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN.
One question, because now the timing, how do I time?
Now 5 minutes, once 5 minutes are over, you just tell us, then we will close the breakout room. Then they will come back. After that, we will conduct the speech. The contest, mock contest.
Okay.
Once we start the contest, speaker 1 3 minutes, speaker 2 3 minutes, speaker 3 2 minutes. Every speaker will have 10 seconds grace time.
But this is not in the agenda also. Okay, anyway, I will just keep a time.
Agenda, they have given 30 minutes time actually. In the time they put wrongly 10 minutes, but whereas in the timing, if you see, he has given 30 minutes time.
Okay.
The topic for today's debate contest is?
Team Pradeep?
Yes.
Can you please read out how many people are there in the room?
I drop you a message. Toastmaster, are you? WhatsApp.
I'll give the topic. After that, you can move into the breakout room. Okay. The topic is online education is better than traditional education. The topic is online education is better than traditional education.
Team E on will.
Who's for and against?
Team A is for and Team B is for against.
Okay. So Team A will be Toastmaster Kusain, Toastmaster Sunir, and Toastmaster Swaminathan, and Toastmaster Arif. It will be for 4. They are speaking 4.
Yeah.
And Team B, Toastmaster Resmi, Toastmaster Ramakrishnan, Toastmaster Rafiq, Toastmaster Sudhakar, and Toastmaster Shankar. They are again.
Toastmaster Rafiq is not here, right?
Okay, then no. Okay.
Okay, anyway, 4-4 will be over and it is fine.
DTM Pradeep, can you quote the sentence again? Online education is better than traditional
education.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mahendran, will you become the host?
Sorry?
Toastmaster Mahendran.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Yeah, Toastmaster, are you make Toastmaster Mahendran as host? He will create the breakout room and he will move everyone.
Okay.
Today we are giving 1 minute only for that. All means we are not giving 3 minute, 2 minute like that, because it is mock only. We don't have time.
1 minute.
Better 1 minute. We restrict to 1 minute.
Yes.
Better. We are already 15 minutes late.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mahendran, can you please move me to room number 1?
Again, I can read out that.
Toastmaster Mahendran.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening again. So we're
So
speaking
we prefer
for,
to speak in favor of online.
yes, in favor of online education. Should we divide the points first, or how would you like to proceed?
Correct, correct. That is better.
We should just build on the points first.
The general gist of points that immediately came. Yeah.
Can you please tell me what is the question?
Online education is better than traditional education, is the statement that we're following. We're speaking for it. So I was thinking, first of all, it saves time because you don't have to commute, you don't have to shift between lectures or classes, so physical time is cut down. Then secondly, I was thinking we can speak about the fact that you have
Direct
recorded
interaction
lectures.
is reduced. Direct interaction is reduced here.
And anywhere in the world, we can, we have anywhere from anywhere in the world.
From anywhere, yes.
People can join.
So you don't have to be in the same
You have the
country.
option to interact.
Right.
Correct, correct.
From anywhere, so you can join any courses or classes that you want to.
Kids has a better advantage of staying at home, being with the parents for a longer period of time, rather being in the schools. And the parent has a better environment in terms of monitoring kids' education, because they are going to be with the kids all the time. They're going to spend time effectively, so that the kid will have a better environment to spend quality time with them. And
they have good flexibility in timing. The timing is flexibility is also
flexibility in timing.
And there is a chance for each and everyone to get interact with a good expertise all over the world, not only with localized teachers.
And we also have to quickly think about what is going to come up as an against, because the second person who is going to talk should have a points for the
rebuttal.
The rebuttal, yes.
They will be raising.
And one more thing, you can record and you can listen. Sorry.
They will be having a. They will come up with a point of that continuously sitting and leaving the screen. So
yes, exactly.
Try something about that.
How would we rebut that? Well, it's simple enough. You can have an exercise regimen. It saves time rather than wasting time traveling through a car. You would also be sitting in a car essentially, or a bus, or however you commute. So you can use that time to exercise and you're still saving time. Then next they can also say that it's probably monitoring. When parents can monitor, it's added burden for the parents because they have to be.
But the advantage is they will be direct contact or control or administered by their parents, so they can keep
the biggest rebuttal which will come from them here is kids will not have the opportunity to be with the same old kids. They will not have time to spend with their own age or group people, or they will never have an experience of dealing with the different type of kids. That's the first rebuttal which we can expect from them.
Yes.
And the second rebuttal what we can expect from them on this particular session is precisely about kids will start losing out in terms of how to write. They will start losing the experience of writing things, because the more you're going into an online process, then obviously the writing skills will come down. So these are all the major things which I would prefer. I would see that this is going to come as a rebuttal to us. So we will have to have a points to again defend those points and to that. And probably the defending points would be here is, again, we can go back to the same thought of saving time, and that saving time we can able to make these kids start using the time for spending on extracurricular activities. Yes, spending extracurricular activities can enhance their skill set. Apart from education, they can start putting their thoughts into the different areas. So these are all the things which we can again rebuttal from them. And the last point which we have is on the summarizing the entire contest. So to my understanding, the summarization is going to happen based on the speaker one and then the rebuttal, and that too is what the summarizing points are, right? So obviously the person who is going to summarize has an opportunity to talk about both the front. Whatever the against also can, the individual can summarize, although also for the person who talks for the for also can summarize, also for the against he can summarize. Because since we are rebuttaling them, we will have an opportunity to touch upon those area, but not to fully talk about. We can just touch upon those areas and we can come back again.
Yeah, only
so
that much time will be there.
Sorry to
Not
interrupt.
to.
The summarize shall not be a rebuttal. The
Yes.
summarize will be a speaker 1, speaker 2, whole summarize.
Yes.
Should not touch the opposite any point.
No, we are not touching. What I'm telling you is we are taking up the thought and we can go to summarize that.
Yes, yes.
Yes, in the same sentence, but barely
So who is
touching it.
speaker number 1? Who is speaker number 1? Hussain Khan is speaker number 1.
I do have the points here.
Rebuttal can be summarized.
Right.
I'm a team
Sunil,
player.
you can summarize.
Whatever, I'm fine. If you guys want to start off with, I can start, and Hussain can be a rebuttal. And either way, I'm fine with that. Whatever role you guys are going to give me, I will take it up.
Correct.
No, the rebuttal has to be the strong commanding person. So
Swaminathan?
that is Swaminathan. So she can put up the point first. Swaminathan can rebuttal. Sunil can summarize.
Okay.
No additional points. Only those points told by speaker 1 and speaker 2. You have to finish it within the how much time? I think less time only now. 1 minute.
Hussain, if you don't mind, can you quickly?
If you want to do, you can do. Arif.
Summarize the points.
What do you feel?
Please.
Okay, first of all,
Arif,
you save time.
Okay.
Let Arif do. The summarize part, let Arif do.
Okay.
Okay, we save time because we're not commuting and exchanging between classes. Second of all, we can record the lecture.
Cost also we can add.
Cost and time. Okay.
Okay.
Cost effective. And then the second point would be you can record and watch the lessons at your own convenience. So you can take down notes if you are taking them down. Thirdly, you can attend any classes or any lectures from anywhere in the world. So you would have the best experience and experts. And fourth, the parents can monitor kids' education in a better manner, and they could facilitate whatever they need to. And fourth of all, there's flexibility. I think this is a repetitive point.
Yeah.
Flexibility in timing. So this goes to the first one.
All right. So who is going
I
to
think
do
I
the
should
rebuttal?
divide time and cost.
Time and cost. Yeah.
So who is going to do the rebuttal? I'm going to do the rebuttal, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then, okay. Right.
Swaminathan.
Fine.
So you need to see what they are talking, and then accordingly you have to put
rebuttal points.
Are you
Our first point is
today?
that it saves cost.
I think the starting note should be always strong enough, and I believe Hussain is a right person to start off with your extraordinary communication skill, with the way how you present. I think you are the right person to start off with, and I hope I should be able to live up to the expectation. All the best, guys. Let's rock.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just leaving the room now.
So
Thank you
speaker
all.
1, Hussain Khan.
We are back.
All are back.
Team A, who is the speaker 1?
Team A.
Speaker 1 is Hussain Khan. Speaker 2 is Swaminathan. Speaker 3 is ARIVAZHAGAN.
Okay, thank you. What about team B?
They're just joining now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what about team B? Who is going to speak?
Team B, please confirm the speaking order.
From team B or from team A?
Team B.
Team B, Toastmaster Shankar, Toastmaster Sudhakar, and Toastmaster Ramakrishnan is going to speak. Okay.
Toastmaster Shankar, speaker 1, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Yes. Toastmaster Sudhakar, speaker B, and Toastmaster Ramakrishnan will be the concluder, speaker 3.
Okay. I'm just repeating for the sake of understanding. Team A, speaker 1, Toastmaster Hussain Khan. Team A, speaker 2, Toastmaster Swaminathan, and speaker 3, Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN. When it comes to team B, speaker 1, Toastmaster Shankar, speaker 2, Toastmaster Sudhakar, speaker 3, Toastmaster Ramakrishnan. Is it right?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you. Let us start the session now. For the sake of the mock, since it is a mock debate contest, just we decided that we will have only 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 minute. It's not 3, 3, 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 minute. 10 seconds grace will be the common for each speaker. Okay. So team A, Toastmaster Hussain Khan. Timer?
Sorry, this timing I will do 2, 2.5 and 3.
No. 1, 1.5, 2. 1, 1.5, 2. And
okay. 10 seconds. Okay, Grace.
Yeah,
okay. Not
third speaker will have only 1 minute.
1 minute means 0.5, 1.5.
Yes, 30 seconds green, 45 seconds yellow, and 1 minute red.
Okay.
Pattavi, your video is not there.
Yeah, okay. I will just.
Yes, Toastmaster Hussain Khan, please start.
Good evening, honorable spectators and judges. The motion given to us tonight is that online education is better than traditional education. My team and I strongly stand for this argument, and let me explain the 5 reasons why. First of all, it is cost and time efficient. I think that is self-explanatory, but let me still explain. You do not have to commute to classes, first of all. Second of all, you do not have to exchange between lecture halls or different campuses. So you would be saving time. And second of all, you would be saving your cost because you don't have to spend on your fuel or the public transportation that you use. The second point that we have is that it is better for flexibility and feasibility, since you can record the lessons and many times you can pause and listen to the lectures again and again. So from a student's point of view, you have ample time to take down as many notes as you want. Third of all, the best I would say is you can attend classes from anywhere and everywhere. You can attend any courses by anyone, so you would be having the best from everywhere because you can have experts tuning in to your courses. Our fourth point is that parents can easily monitor the child's progress as well as their the type of education that they're receiving as well as the quality. So that would ensure that kids will be able to catch up if there is any problem by their parents' help. And the fifth and final point is that you have better access to communicate with your teachers, because many times when you attend physical classes, you are unable to follow up with the teacher due to the large class size, but over here, you would be able to easily drop in your questions and queries in live sessions, and your teacher can always get back to you whenever they have the time. And this brings us to the conclusion of the opening that I had to give. And I, again, would like to state that online education is better than traditional education, and I request all of you to please vote for the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hussain. Now from Team B, Speaker 1, Toastmaster Shankar.
Good evening, everyone. Our team's topic is that, online education is better than traditional education. We are talking against this, this concept. There are numerous reasons, why our team is opting to oppose this particular concept. One is that online feedback is very much limited in terms of student interaction with the teacher. Second, e-learning can cause social isolation. Students, they will not have opportunity to interact with the teachers, peers, and as well as from the environmental aspects. And third point is that e-learning requires self-motivation and time management skills. Students starting from small kindergarten, primary, they have to be highly self-disciplined, starting from right from the time they get up from the bed and doing all their activities. And fourth is that lack of communication skill for the online students. Even most of us are working employees. Even we joined this Toastmaster Club to improve our communications. So how can we expect children to be more communicative and expressive to develop their needs? Fifth point is that cheating during the online assessment. You must have noticed recently from KHDA stating that parents have to monitor their children throughout online classes so that they don't get distracted, either inattentive during the class sessions or cheat during the online assessment. Then online instructors are also try to go more on theory than practical. When there is a one-on-one training happens, all the time teachers, they see the students feedback in person and then align as needed in the class. That is not possible in the online education. Sixth point, e-learning lacks face-to-face communication, and it is very limited to a certain disciplines, not like arts and craft, sports. Those and all cannot be taught over the e-learning. And there is no schools that has accreditation as of today that can teach e-learning. So with this, I submit my case for why online education is not better than the traditional education. Thank you.
Now, from Team B, speaker to Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Good evening, all. Online education is better than traditional education. Why are we even debating this topic? It is very clear. 99.999% of people opt for traditional way. There should not be any debate. But anyway, since we have an opposition who is standing for this debate contest, let me explain. Who is even talking about cost? When you go for education, do you think about cost first or learning first? Please give value to education, not cost. Cost is not the primary objective. Second, engaging classrooms. Where is the engaging of classrooms? It cannot happen online. Most of the times students are absent. Third point, social distance. Yes, during crisis, yes, this is an added advantage, but do we need to continue for long? No. Traditional way is the way of education. You cannot continue for a lifetime of online education. Even though there are geographical measures of distance, that is not bound to stop your education. If you have to be at a place, you have to be at a place. It is not how geography will support you. And next, quality. How can we learn if on YouTube? How do we learn on YouTube? There are great scholars where we have to approach them for their guidance. It is not only about teaching, it is about general development as well, to have your good knowledge in overall achievement. And last, communication. It is a one-way communication online. When you interact with teachers, you will understand their body language. They may be giving a positive answer, but you know with their body language what the answer is. So, fellow contestants, please understand online education is better than traditional education. We stand for it. Thank you.
Toastmaster Patami, if they are crossing the 10 seconds grace, you need to clap it. Otherwise, they don't know. Third speaker from the team A. Second speaker from the team A, Toastmaster Swaminathan.
Good evening, all. I just wanted to rebuttal the points which I have been hearing it from the opposition team. They said online feedback is a challenge. And they spoke about social isolation because they will not be able to have the same age group people. They will not have time to spend with the same age group people. Obviously, yes, but that is again a best way for the kids to spend time on extracurricular activities, use their time and learn different skills. Most of the time kids goes to the school, spend 10 hours of the time on the day in the school, and then they get a lot of homeworks, come back, do work, and then they will never have an opportunity for them to enhance their skill set at all the times. And I got to know the other point, which is lack of communication. I don't know, where do we talk about lack of communication when you have ample enough time for the kids to spend effective time with their parents, because parents are the best people who can able to give their kids a proper communication skills. Sitting on an assessment, I go with the point, but this is where the honesty comes into picture, because a person honesty will be rated only when he is not being visible in the world. So obviously we will have to make sure that the honesty comes is also being taught in this situation. Theory and practical, obviously all the world, we know that practically, theoretically we can learn everything, because not all the scientists and all the big people in the world have been theoretically strong, done everything practically. Communication and sports, as I said in the past very clearly, sports and communication is something which you will get more time for you to do, since you're going to do an online assessments and education in the time, and that makes the kid become more versatile comparing to where the kid sits in the school for the whole period of time and learning only the education. Education is not the only thing which will make a kid to grow better in this environment. With this, I conclude my thought. Thank you so much.
Now we will move on to the Team B Speaker 3, Toastmaster Ramakrishna.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak on this topic. We stand against the topic, and we believe that that the traditional education completely overweighs the benefits of the online education. Online education is something that we have seen very recently, maybe in the past decade or two. But however, traditional is the way that we have always learned, our parents, our grandparents, our forefathers, and that is there is one big reason for that is that I will also like to stipulate the fact that online feedback is limited, which was rebutted by the opposite team, which is very true, because the feedback is not just the feedback of how a child studies, it's also about the feedback on how the child behaves, which cannot be controlled via online education. It is very important to have all that kind of feedback. And to end my statement, I would say that it is the lack of face-to-face communication.
Now the final speaker from Team B,
Team A.
Team A, Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I am here to go with the motion given by my opening speaker and the rebuttal speaker, and it's very clearly stated. We have a very clear cost effective and time efficiency when we are in an online class. As I explained very clearly, and kids are having a good time. They can chance for becoming more versatile, and they are very safe and protected with the parents. And they are with the mother, they are well protected and they are well monitored. That also our people have put it very clearly, and they can use all the expertise from wherever they are. They can use the expertise from entire world and record it and watch later, and they can use the time efficiently. They can learn new skills. They can move into other activities where they can improve ourselves. So that is the point given by our team, and I am going with the motion. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster ARIVAZHAGAN. With this, our mock debate contest is over. Is there any judging, Toastmaster Ari?
No judging. That's
Okay. Thank you, thanks a lot. But only on small request to the contestants, you be here after the meeting. We will take some feedback from the senior Toastmasters from DTM Harunji and Toastmaster Mahar. Just for the sake of your the idea, Toastmaster Mahar was the winner 2 times on behalf of Fujairah Toastmasters Club. So she will, I surely she will share some of the things which she observed today, and some of the tips also she can share to you, which will be helpful during the ICDC contest. With this, I'm concluding the club debate contest. Mock club debate contest is over. If you have any doubts, you can reach me at any time. There is no issue at all. Thanks a lot. Thank you for giving the opportunity, Toastmaster Hari and Toastmaster Mahendran. Over to TM body.
Yes.
Mahar.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Pradeep, for conducting that wonderful session. Debate is always interesting to watch. No matter how many times you watch it, it's truly something that gets your mind working. Next, we'd like to move on to the final part of our meeting, and that is the feedback. Because as you know, as speakers, it's very important for us to know how we performed so that we know where to improve and where we can continue to perform. And to lead this feedback session, we have a senior Toastmaster. I will not say senior, he's actually a seasoned Toastmaster, but he's still young at heart. He is an educator, has been an educator for a long time. He has been a president of this club. He's also served as the area director of our area, Area 47. He continues to be the person for whom impossible is not a word. When anything happens, he is there to take the lead. He is there to make it happen. Please welcome DTM Haroon, our general evaluator. Sir, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster Mahar. Assessment, is it required? When I was in Holland, I visited one school and the principal of the school said, we don't assess children up to 7th standard. First examination they go through is in the 8th standard. Now question is this, that if I speak, give a international speech, and nobody give me evaluation, then I'll see whether I spoke well or not. And I will keep looking at your facial expression. With at least with facial expression, you give me some that I spoke well. And nobody gives comment, neither in the chat box, nor you give evaluation. So remember one thing, beside preparing good speech, coming to the club, the most important is evaluation. Its evaluation is not for the speaker. Evaluation is for everyone. Every person should listen what mistakes or what were the strong part of the speaker, what is his strength, and where outstanding speech has gone, facial expression, all the everything, and then what the recommendation. Recommendation you must listen more attentively so that you can see that whenever you are speaking, you don't commit that mistake. In fact, I'll say this, learn from others' experience rather experiencing yourself. And Madam Toastmaster Mahar is the one who has attended so many meetings outside the club that she has got so much experience of that type, varieties of speeches that makes you a strong Toastmaster. I will not take much time here. I straight away go, before giving general evaluation, I would like to invite my first evaluator, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Toastmaster Sudhakar, would you will be evaluating Madam Toastmaster Firdaus. Over to Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Thank you, DTM Haroon. Good evening once again to all, and a special good evening to my evaluative Madam Toastmaster Firdaus. Understand before you communicate. A very well crafted speech, I should say. She has fulfilled her purpose of the speech very clearly and with ease. The speech was very well organized. Both the purposes of the speech have been done very well. When she started her speech, I was looking at her clarity. The clarity of her speech, both the verbal clarity and the vocal clarity were very good. This I see is a default nature of TM Firdaus. Her vocal clarity will be given full marks anytime, any point of the day. I am sure about it. Coming to the vocal variety, there is a vocal variety which is very important aspect of the speech, which helps in engaging the audience. She comes and starts with a story and then grabs the audience, gives questions and forces everybody to respond. That means he wants all the audience engaged. That's very good from her. Her interest or choice of subject is very engrossing because he started the story, so everybody's focus is on the story. When the focus is there, obviously everybody will listen to her. A very well short story, but very effective and very meaningful. In spite of so many good points which I just mentioned, there are some points which I also have where she can improve. That is her topic of the subject which she has chosen to elaborate 4 different kinds of speeches. Those are not required. That is, if you go through the evaluator's report, that is not required. But your choice is a direct. That is very good. That is very effective. And the last sentence, what Toastmaster Firdaus said, good communication is the bridge between confusion and clarity. That is what is the takeaway for the day for me. I wish Toastmaster Firdaus all the best for her future speeches. Over to TMOD. Sorry, over to General Evaluator.
Thank you for your remarkable evaluation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sudhakar. To evaluate Toastmaster Arif, we have a very special guest from Kanu Toastmaster Club, Madam Toastmaster Rajeshwari will be evaluating Toastmaster Arif. Over to Madam Toastmaster Rajeshwari.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, a special good evening to all the Fujairah Toastmasters Club. Know your sense of humor. Humorous speeches are technically a difficult project for a common man to attempt. It requires content, timing, execution, body language, eye contact, usage of props, and various descriptive languages to express the content to perfection. Having said that, I appreciate the speaker for his courageous attempt on this project. Know your sense of humor. The content he chose for this project was perfect, knowing the audience for whom he is giving the speech. The concept of darkness, the scary memories, the cockroaches, the lizards, the brotherly fun love moments, great content. What he would have done is he could have added more impact on the humor part by taking the event steadily, step by step. Say like one night, as he was in the backyard to attend his nature's call, he was welcomed by cockroach, and then the cockroach was staring at him, and he could have added much more, and he started screaming, yay, and then the mother comes in, and then what happened, something like that. This would have brought in the needed humor for the audience. But still, he could have done. One more thing I want to mention here is the basic rule for humor is do not step on the laughter. This was the greatest challenge for the speaker to produce laughter and avoid laughing himself. I personally felt that he tried to control himself and bursting into laughter by managing, and he tried to manage it quite well. Next, he went on very well, explained the experiment he trying to ride on a lungi, wherein he eventually could end up in a torn lungi. This was fabulously done. It again, he could have added some description on how the lungi was torn and how he tried to manage to come home without the people around him to know that it was actually torn around or something like that. One recommendation, what I would like to give here at this junction for our speaker is to run the speech through a mentor. This can bring in the needed impact of the humor. Overall, a courageous attempt to his speech, especially this project, Know Your Humor. Hope I did justice as an evaluator. Wishing to hear many more humorous speech from you. All the very best. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. Now I'll call upon the very important person of the meeting, my timer. Timer, would you please give me a report? Toastmaster Pattabhiraman.
Yes, sir. With regards to debate contest, I just want to highlight some timing, because it started on 7:59 and ended 8:41. It was almost 40 minutes. So from team A, everybody followed the timing. It was within the time frame. And team B, the first two speakers, they exceeded 20 seconds of the time. It was my mistake. I didn't alert them by clapping, so they didn't realize they are exiting the timing. So the next one, with respect to the evaluator, TM Sudhakar, he took 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And TM Rajeshwari took 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So now we have exited almost 10 minutes. So anyway, for the debate contest is okay, because it's the first time we are doing it here. So many of the new members joined. So to entertain, the 10 minutes is okay to adjust with. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. Now I call upon the World Master, Toastmaster Swaminathan.
Can we go for the poll
Master Swaminathan?
for the speech evaluator?
Okay.
So I still not able to hear your voice, sir.
But at the same time, Toastmaster. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. You can continue.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Swaminathan, World Master, can you give it his report?
Good evening, all. Thank you for the opportunity to be at Word Master for today. I hope that I have shared a word which we can rarely use in our life. And with respect to the number of times this word has been used, I have seen this word has been used overall 6 times. I can just read out the name of the person who used it. Every one of them have used once in this. ARIVAZHAGAN used one, DTM Harun sir used one, and then Firdaus used once, and TM Pattabi used once, and then Ramakrishnan used once, and then grammarian Toastmaster Reshmi used once. So these are all the people who have used this word once, and let's keep learning new words and keep using these new words every day in our life. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Adrian, may I call upon Madam Toastmaster Reshmi for the grammarian's report?
Yeah. Good evening, all. Rather going for the number of counts of the R's, I will present my report in a different manner. So any of the project speeches, they never use any of the filler words in their speeches. And coming to the debate section, Toastmaster Ariv and Toastmaster Sudhakar use any of the filler words in their debate contest. And regarding the role players, all the role players use, other than Toastmaster Rajeshwari, use the filler words. And all the speakers, some of the speakers use a couple of times, that they can reduce, that the speaker itself knows who used the a couple of times, they can reduce that thing. And rest everything is perfect. And regarding the grammar part, Only one point I noticed. Instead of using a very well, we can use very good. That thing only I noted for today. That's from me. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster Resmi. I will give general evaluation now. Meeting is started 4 minutes late. I was quite happy to see Sergeant Ram, the young, energetic Madam Toastmaster Louisa. But here I can say that the senior Toastmaster can give in a writing, and she can read from this. Is absolutely fine if she's reading from the paper. Presidential address was very, very balanced and outstanding, because he started with minutes of the previous meeting. Then business is gone step by step. Achievement of the members were appreciated, like Madam Toastmaster Samira's achievement and Toastmaster Hari Pratap's achievement. He announced the 400 meeting. He also mentioned about the 6th October will be the debate contest, an article for the magazine. Now, when Toastmaster appeared on the scene, everything changed, and then people became attentive who were not attentive, including me. Zip, zap, and zob. It's actually really this way. I think teachers should also use in online classes so that children are there attending the class. Otherwise, anytime they can go off. Now, then comes the timer. Yes, timer. Remember one thing, for any meeting, TMOD and timers are two very important people. I repeat, TMOD and timer are two important people who conduct the meeting, who control the meeting, who can take the meeting in any way. And they can decide once, because when president hand over to the TMOD, TMOD can decide whether to give this time or not to give this time. And that can go on. Sometimes timer was not called at the proper time, that can be avoided. Then comes the two speeches. I'll tell you about the two speeches. Were very, very good as far as the delivery is concerned. But there was technical fault maybe in my computer, where Madam Toastmaster Firdausi's speech, here and there, I could not listen clearly. Then speech, this is my suggestion, that if we can stand and speak, that will be good, because I know we are not having a proper meeting, but at least at the time of speech, we can stand and speak and show all the gesture, whatever body language you want to use, you can use. This is what my suggestion. Then comes debate. That little bit delays happened in the debate. It could have started straight away, and then people were giving their statement. I said the only two people can speak, either TMOD decide or the timer. Whether TMOD just asks, even timer cannot give his opinion. It is the TMOD will decide. Timer will say, this is what we are lacking only this, and then how I can cover the time. Okay, then comes the debate. I will tell you the topic chosen was very good, and speaker were outstanding. I will tell you the points they have given. 5, 6 points they have given. Starting was very, very good. Rebuttal could also be require little reshaping, and then summarizing when no new points should come. That's what DTM Pradeep mentioned. Now, as a whole, meeting was very well conducted. A lot of variety was there because of the debate and the evaluation and the speeches. Now, I will say that the role of Sergeant Ram, I must appreciate, because remember, when in any meeting, we have got senior seasoned Toastmaster, we have got a fresher, and seasoned Toastmaster were also a fresher once upon a time. So that is what variety we always get in any meeting. Now, as a whole, my suggestion is only this, that TMOD and timer should always coordinate. Then evaluator, we had to change the evaluator. And one suggestion is there, I always give this suggestion. We could not introduce the role player very well, including me. I could not introduce Madam Toastmaster Rajeshwari in a better way. Same Toastmaster Sudhakar. I could have got the information profile of theirs and could have done. And same way should be done. Same when you are calling the DMOD or the Sergeant at Arms is calling the President, it should be called in a different way. It should have lots of adjective, lot of like his achievement in the Toastmaster and outside should be mentioned. I was quite happy as the meeting went on very well. Now I call upon President. No, sorry, TMOD. I hand over the stage to I hand over the screen to the TMOD of the day. TMOD, Madam Toastmaster Mehra.
Thank you, DTM Harun. It's always a pleasure to have you speak to us, to guide us throughout our meetings. It's truly a pleasure. Thank you, sir. Thank you for gracing us. We now come to the end of our meeting, and I have one more game to play with you to help you with improvisation. And I hope with this game, you will remember to let your imaginations run wild. Remember to stay in the moment, and remember to be like a child. And when you have something that you think is important to say it. Don't inhibit yourself. Don't let your conscious mind stop you from expressing yourself. So for this game as well, I will choose one more person, a person that did not speak throughout this meeting. Whom do we have?
Toastmaster Shoaib.
Mr. Shoaib, are you there? He's not there. Okay. Will someone else like to volunteer themselves? Okay. Mr. Ramakrishnan, right. Okay. Sir, I will need you to give a 30-second monologue that starts with cars. Now, you can start with car, but you will not end with car. And your monologue should not make sense. For example, cars are big, cars fly in clouds. I fell down today, I woke up yesterday, I dream of tomorrow, and I will run to Moscow. It doesn't make sense. Okay. And that's what your monologue should be. It shouldn't make sense. You should not stop yourself and think to make sense. Whatever is coming to your mind, that's how you blurt it, right?
Okay.
So timer, if you could please give him 30 seconds, you can time him.
Okay, let me pin the timer 1 second.
So when it's red, you can stop. You will not be given green, yellow, red. When you see it red, that's the end of your monologue. So Mr. Ramakrishnan, go ahead. And your topic is clouds. 3, 2, 1, action.
Clouds are very rare to be seen in this part of the world. The universe is full of stars. My son is very naughty, and I like the subject microbiology. Science is a very difficult task for many people. Toastmasters Club is awesome. Even the nightclubs in Dubai are excellent. Okay.
Wonderful. So your subconscious mind was telling us that you enjoy the nightlife of Dubai.
Not at all.
Wonderfully done, sir. So that's what I mean when you say, though there were times where I thought you were stopped to think. Remember, you don't think, you just say whatever comes to mind. That's how you get this brain working, so it doesn't inhibit you when you need it to work. And these are really exercises that we can all do every day to help us. Every day you can give a monologue, just time yourself for 1 minute or 2 minutes, however long you want to. time yourself, speak gibberish. You can zip zap zop at home. It will help you bond with your children and your significant other. It will help you bond with your colleagues. It is a wonderful exercise, and I hope you enjoyed this evening. Remember, don't inhibit yourself. Stay in the moment and improvise. Over to you, President. Thank you for the opportunity.
Wow, what an excited sections today. Thank you, TMOD of the day, to give me a wonderful session. Please help me join and give a thundering applause to Toastmaster Mahar. Please. Thank you, Toastmaster Mahar, for your wonderful contribution today. And we have a very quite interesting session today. The debate session, especially for the debate session, all the new members are doing, they did an icebreaker today, to be frank. It's a debate session. It's the first time I'm seeing that new members are involved very interestingly and does the icebreaker. I really appreciate and congratulate each of the new members to be a part of today's debate session. Thank you, General Evaluator, DTM Harun sir, for your wonderful evaluation. And really, we will take your advice and we'll try to comply in upcoming meetings. Thank you. Coming to the business session again, we have an icebreaker attempt made by two new persons. One is Toastmaster Eloisa. Please give her a thundering applause for his first take-up role. Thank you, Toastmaster Eloisa, for coming up and take the role of Sergeant Tom's. And the second is Toastmaster Swaminathan. I really appreciate to come forward to take and grab the opportunity, immediate opportunity to take the role and successfully have done and give a wonderful word today. Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, welcome. And we have completed education session 06 last week. It's done by Toastmaster Hari Pradhan, or VP Education. It's a fabulous session, I would say. I really feel that our club members have missed the session. There is a big transformation I can observe in Toastmasters Hari's presentation and the speech. The pace he did is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to give a small link, a Google form here. Please fill the form because we have very less members last meeting. I want to know why and what is the reason, because of the timing or because of any other personal reasons. Because this education session is especially for our team, our club members, and those who are coming from outside, we are always welcoming them, but ultimate aim is to improve our club quality. So Toastmaster Hussain Khan, would you please provide the link in our chat box? Please take up a minute and fill the form as soon as possible.
One small suggestion, Toastmaster Mahendran.
Yes.
You can circulate this form in the WhatsApp group also.
Yes, we are going to do that. We'll do in both. Yeah. Coming back to our sessions today, I really appreciate and thank to DTM Pradeep Kumar Mantrala for his wonderful contribution to make a mock debate and clearly explain the roles and the objective of the debate session, and even the new members, they would be able to understand in a well manner. And the new members are joined and participate. That's give more pleasure to, as a president, I can see a lot of new members that contribute to the club. Thank you all for the participating to today's debate session. The link has been posted in the club. Yes.
Can we release the poll also for the role player?
Yeah, the best role player, please. Could you please?
Excuse me, Mr. President. I would like to highlight that the first link was faulty, so please refer to the second link so
Yeah.
you would be able to fill it in. Thank you.
It's great. Please vote for the best role player. Okay, we'll continue the session. I hope everyone done the polling as well as the Google form. Okay. I would like to. Okay. The results. The best project speaker is none other than Toastmaster Dr. Firdaus Fatima. Please give her a round of applause. That's wonderful achievement.
Thank you all.
And the best evaluator is Toastmaster Rajeshwari, our guest. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Rajeshwari, for your contribution. Actually, this is just like impromptu one evaluation, and you grab the opportunity and support our club. I really thank you as a president. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. And the best role player, any guess?
Toastmaster
Toastmaster Mahar.
Exactly. Is none other than our Toastmaster Mahar Mohammed as a best role player. Please give her a thundering applause for this wonderful contribution to today's class.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, club. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. As a president, I declare the meeting is closed.
Small.
Just open up.
What about the debate contest?
A small clarification we need, Toastmaster Mahendran.
Yes,
articles to be submitted on which date? What is the last date for submitting the articles for quarterly?
I have informed in the beginning, it's 2nd October that we have to complete all the articles, including the photos. We have requested the photos.
Okay. For everyone? Photos by everyone?
Yes.
Okay. To whom we need to send?
To our secretary, Toastmaster Hussain.
Okay. Okay. And the article, is there any words limit?
Words limit is minimum 600 to maximum 1000.
1000. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Group photo?
Yes, please open your camera and we'll take a group photo. Toastmaster Shoaib. Okay, thank you for all. Please be there for the debate contest who are participate. So we'll give a feedback. Dear Pradeep.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to add one point about online education. You can eat whenever you want.